1 in 5 children and adolescents worldwide are affected by mental health problems, according to the World Health Organization. The locally based Kamali Clinic, a newly opened, fully integrated, multidisciplinary child and adolescents mental health service, says that this could be due to a range of factors, including modern-day pressures such as social media, peer pressure and migration. In the UAE and the region, an increasing number of children and young people under the age of 18 are seeking help. However, experts say that many more are left undiagnosed, which could pose a risk to their development. Our correspondent Khadija Salih has this story.
Rachel Jex moved to Dubai with her family 8 years ago. One of her concerns was finding the right support for her son Robert. He was diagnosed in 2007 with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD inattentive, a condition affecting the brain which makes it difficult for children to control their behavior and occurs more frequently in boys.
Robert was struggling at school. He wasn't accessing the curriculum at school. I was constantly being brought in front of the teacher, the head teacher. He was always in trouble. Always identified as being a very clever child, but his results and his exams were never showing that.
Realizing there was little help and support available at the time for adult and children sufferers, as well as their families in Dubai, Rachel set up a support group for ADHD to raise awareness, provide information and guidance.
It was really difficult. It's very lonely as a parent. You feel very isolated. You feel that you're the only parent in the world that's got this child who's not fitting in, who's not accessing the education system, that's not making friends. Once he was diagnosed, once I knew that it wasn't his fault and it wasn't my fault as a parent, it was actually much easier.
Over 2 years ago, Rachel met Katie Lang, who is now a clinic manager and CBT therapist at Kamali Clinic. Katie counseled her children Robert and Laura for different issues, which helped them develop important life skills.
He's still at school, but he's planning on university and he's planning his future. He's very intelligent, very, very clever, and the treatments actually allowed that to come out and allowed him to succeed, which I don't believe it would have done if we'd have left him in the same place before he was diagnosed.
It doesn't matter what your background is or where you are from, any young person or any adult can actually experience mental health difficulties. So they range very much from mild difficulties to moderate to severe, and we treat the range. Problems with adjusting to school, moving from their country to coming over here, leaving their friends behind, learning disabilities, autistic spectrum disorder. We have attention deficit. We work with young people with eating disorders.
Lead psychiatrist Dr. Fariha Amber Sadiq says the story of Rachel and her children is one of many.
Not only are we seeing children who are coming from Dubai, but we're also seeing children coming from the neighbouring Emirates and also other parts of the Middle East, including Oman and Bahrain. Although many difficulties like depression can present more in adolescence, often younger children can present with similar difficulties, but they present in a different ways. And they might present with tummy aches or headaches, or they might not want to go to school.
While they aim to make support and treatment accessible to everyone through Kamali Clinic, the stigma around mental health issues remains a challenge.
It actually takes a very brave parent to actually walk through the doors and come and get some help for their child. So first thing would be the types of difficulties, so emotional difficulties that can present in any young people, and that nobody's immune to these, and they can affect anyone at any point of time for different reasons. The second thing would be looking at the persistence as well. And the third thing would be looking at how much they're impacting on the young person's life.
While children are often said to be simply acting up when throwing tantrums or refusing to attend school, experts say it pays to recognize the symptoms and its persistence. Early diagnosis, proper treatment and support are critical in ensuring young people grow up to become well-rounded individuals. Khadija Salih, 7 National News.